Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Thursday's Market Situation Report, or SITREP, at Top Gun Options. Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz. And what an absolute disgrace yesterday. Great split screen of what's wrong with America. Democrats on the left side of the screen, Nancy Pelosi, right, with her souvenir impeachment pens. Remember weeks ago she slammed Democrats. You do not gloat. This is a solemn exercise. And her face melted off, not after the 5 Scotch breakfast she had, but melted off when James Rosen, former Fox News reporter, asked her if, she hated the president. And how dare you? I'm a Catholic, hate, and I'm a Catholic. I'm late to head to my late-term abortion procedure, Catholic. Anyway, don't gloat. This is a solemn thing. You know what you hand out pens for, Nancy? Accomplishments. When you sign thing, but that's the Democrats. They're happy that they accomplished impeaching the president for absolutely nothing. He'll always be impeached, forever impeached, with the scarlet eye. You can't make this stuff up, folks. He'll have an asterisk next to his name. Yeah, he's going to have another one, too. The first president impeached in the history of this republic who won re-election in a Mondale-Reagan landslide. I don't even think whoever the Democratic nominee is will win their home state. It will be Mondale-Reagan. You've heard it here first. On the other side of the screen yesterday was Donald J. Trump signing the Phase 1 agreement. Guys signing a Phase 1 agreement, Dow's above 29,000, and Democrats are impeaching him. You can't make this stuff up. In other Democratic news, the Iranian military is now saying the U.S. cyber attack brought down the passenger plane. You know why they've been emboldened to counteract the claims of the video of 2 missiles being shot from an SA-15 battery? You know why they are emboldened to do this? Because the cuck of Canada, Eyebrow Trudeau, the other day said Donald Trump is to blame for that thing being shot down. And then cuck Trudeau probably saw Nancy Pelosi say what? They voted down a Republican resolution to support the Iranian protesters. So you could be damn sure the Iranian president saw one of our great NATO allies, Canada, saying that Trump's to blame, and Democrats won't even pass a resolution to support Iranian protesters who want to be free, who want to get rid of the mullahs. Nancy Pelosi won't let them vote on it. You can't make this stuff up, folks. If I landed today from Mars and looked at what's going on politically in this country, I think it was a Hollywood story. There's no way this is happening, that this is true. Add to this that on January 20th, there was supposed to be a pro-gun rally in Virginia, and Governor Abortion Blackface Northam, not abortion, murder, right? Remember the radio interview with the governor of Virginia? Well, if during an abortion, a baby was accidentally born, because that's what they do. They're accidentally born. We'd keep the baby comfortable, put in a blanket or something, and then with the mom and the doctor, they consult and then kill it. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, I wore blackface in that picture. Hours later. No, I don't think that's me. Well, it's either you in the blackface or either you in the Klan hood. Pick. That's the face of the Democratic Party, folks. I can't even. It breaks my heart where we are in this country. Doesn't break my heart that in one of our portfolios we're up about 15 grand month to date, or the other one we're up 17 grand month to date. What's that? $31,000. We're up over $31,000 in 2 portfolios. We're going to talk about this today after the close at 4:30. Check your email. I'm going to do a free trade brief. I'm going to give you my outlook for 2020 and what's going to happen this year. You don't want to miss this brief at 4:30 after the close. Trade deal. Isn't a trade deal? It's a Phase 1 agreement. There ain't no trade deal, folks. U.S. and China face a steep climb to meet trade goals. Some are skeptical that China can absorb the goods and that the U.S. Suppliers can deliver. Color me one of them, folks. Very good article in the Journal today about how the numbers just don't physically add up. I mean, this is for China to buy. First of all, for China to buy what they need to buy, the government has to do what we don't want the government to do. We said, hey, China, you need to stop, government subsidizing of your business. And then they just agreed to keep subsidizing their businesses so they keep buying American shit. It's the exact opposite. I laughed a couple of weeks ago when I told you that China is using capitalism against us. They're like, why are we going to buy your soybeans when we're getting them from Brazil for pennies on a dollar, man? Isn't this capitalism thing we're supposed to go where the prices are best? But I digress. So the ceremony yesterday was awful. The president has this unique ability to pull defeat from the jaws of victory. 47-minute rambling introduction. I felt bad for the dudes on stage, the Chinese guys. They don't understand a lick of English, and they're standing there as people. He's going around the room thanking everybody, including like the White House janitor in the back of the room. It looked awful. Okay, I want to be bullish on this. If everybody lives up to what they say they will in this phase one, the Dow will be at 30,000 in a couple months. I mean, it would be absolutely insanity good for this economy and the stock market. I want that. I think there's a snowball's chance in hell of that happening. Literally, China would have to change, essentially centuries of their behavior. I don't know, man. I'm taught to be Eeyore, right? As a fighter pilot, as an options trader, you're trained to be a pessimist. You don't hop in your airplane and go, wow, this mission's going to go, everything's going to go perfect, and then you get killed. You assume you're going to get killed on every mission and figure out how not to get killed. So when it doesn't happen, you're pleasantly surprised. I don't believe it, folks. And today's market rally is a little bit of a short squeeze because as you saw the market react yesterday, it was up. The signing ceremony happened and people actually read what's in it and went, that ain't going to happen. So we had about over 100 point swing in the Dow yesterday from high to low. And today we popped and we're high at the open. The VIX, ladies and gentlemen, opened below 12 today. Opened below 12. Absolute insanity. Now we're back up here, but look at this. Look at today's print. 1196, the VIX. Whenever you see a VIX below 12 and the Wall Street Journal come out with a headline like this, it is time to short the market and get long volatility. Stocks have rarely been this quiet in the past 50 years. I'm going to read that again. I was a year old the last time stocks have been this quiet, and we've seen a run like this out of the market. Can it keep going? Sure. Will it? The answer is no. So, another reason to join me this afternoon, because this is it. We're playing musical chairs right now, folks, in this market, and you want to have a chair when, not if, this music stops. February and October. February and October are the two most volatile months in a year in the stock market. And after this monster rally, earnings so far, mainly financial earnings, haven't been that bad. They've been in line, but that's not enough to keep us up here. Earnings had to be like crushing to the upside, and they're good. They're not crushing to the upside. This market is way overvalued, way over its ski tips, but you have to trade the market you have, not the one you want. Not that I want a down market, but I want markets that act normal. The number one reason why this market is up here is what? Trade, wrong. Earnings, wrong. S&P 500 companies buying back their shares, wrong. It's the Federal Reserve and their POMO, their permanent open market operations, folks. When you look at a chart of the Fed's balance sheet versus the S&P 500, it's the same chart. Okay? So, hey man, don't get me wrong. I don't mind free drinks and a party and the bartender just buying us drinks all night long. At some point, it kind of hits me that I need to take some Advil, drink some water, and leave because the next morning's going to suck. So let's enjoy the party while it's going on right now, folks. But this afternoon, after the close at 4:30, I'm going to give you some Advil and some water and get ready to front load what's going on. Okay? All right. Matter of fact, I'm going to start getting ready for that brief. It's today after the close at 4:30. You got to check your email inbox. You should have gotten an email if you're on our email list. If not, you can go to the Facebook page, the Top Gun Options Facebook page, and scroll down, and there's a link to register. Okay? Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you at 4:30 after the close. God bless.